Hello, everyone. Today, I'm diving back into a study I started many years ago. Through exploring philosophical concepts and spiritual texts, including sacred writings, I've noticed how expanding our mental and spiritual clarity can have profound effects on our emotions and even the physical aspects of our lives. This journey has opened up doors I never imagined, and I want to invite you to join me. If you're interested, we can explore these ideas together. The text we'll be reflecting on today is linked at the end of this post. Let's jump in. Today I am resuming, or revisiting, a study that I began many years ago. Through philosophical studies, I delve into books of spiritual knowledge and so-called holy books to understand and expand the mental and spiritual clarity that I notice brings good consequences to emotions and materiality. I invite you to read with me if you are interested. The text used as inspiration will be at the end of this post. Let's read the text. Have you ever had the experience of an opportunity finding you when you least expected it or when you didn't even think about it? It doesn't matter if it's small or big. As I said before, I believe that life unfolds in different ways for each person, which is why we will never reach patterns that can be repeated just to be copied, and that is why dogmatism ends up failing in all religions, organizations, and structures, especially the most rigid ones. So, it would be possible for someone to have never experienced this. But from observation, in addition to my own experience, I believe it is easier for it to have been overlooked or poorly justified. Today I reflected on this sterile opportunity. The opportunity that comes from virginal sequence, that is, the opportunity that is given and justified to divinity because it does not have a cause at its origin. I believe you have heard of the theory of cause and effect. However, would it be possible for there not to always be a cause of an effect? This is what the text proposes, and I believe it exists. As always, I will give an example. Imagine that you have been looking for a job for 2 years. You come home every day from odd jobs that you get and sit at the computer to send resumes, check emails, answer the first parts of applications, tell people that you are looking for a job. You do everything you can to be the cause of the job. However, one day your father is at the gym and an acquaintance from exercise, who does not convert more than from soccer, who does not know your father's life or who his son is, asks, "Wouldn't you have someone you could recommend for a position like that? I need an employee with X characteristics to start next month." This gentleman, who could never knew if my father had children or where them worked, seems to know more than he should. Your father recommends you and you soon make contact and get the job. No resume, no notice, no action brings you the specific opportunity. Not even your father, who knew you were looking for it, said, "Oh, I have a recommendation," before he asked it directly. Another example, a new number 10 appears in the country, a few years younger. You get injured and, after a few years of playing, you find yourself needing to retire. You go through a period of questioning and sadness, thinking, "Why me?" After 2 years, you decide to joke about buying a winery and drinking your way through it. The next day, a winery appears selling in an email that you don't know where it came from. You take your wife, buy a vineyard in Chile and live off the vineyard and investments. Your production becomes a great success, your name becomes known in the specific field. You have a beautiful family and live freely because people don't recognize you very much. There is a genealogy, but there is no direct connection to the opportunity. There is even the idea of knowledge, wisdom, and connection with what one desires, even if deeply, but one will not know how the opportunity will exist, since it does not need an earthly cause. For us, it will seem, for no reason, like a miracle. Perhaps for others, the cause is divine or subconscious. Regardless of the name, being the first text, it seems to me to convey the idea of the importance of knowing where such will comes from and that it is pure and elevated. 14 = 7*2. Therefore, such true will manifest itself, divinely, in a material way. Others, because they show themselves with difficulties that are linked to worldly morals as a loss, will be connected to the will that is not expressed directly. It is worth understanding that this is a detail, because whether or not one knows this will, the opportunity will present itself coming from an immaterial place. So, given the text, we can understand that we can seek to know where this will comes from and if it is pure. Let the opportunity present itself without fear or apprehension. Live it with dedication, because it is connected to the most subtle of energies and thus, to the most powerful. After reflecting on this text, it's clear that opportunities often arrive when we least expect them, sometimes without a clear cause, as if divinely placed in our path. Whether we recognize their origin or not, understanding our true will and embracing these chances without fear can bring powerful transformation. I encourage you to reflect on where your desires come from and to stay open to the unexpected. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to diving deeper with you next time. Until then, remember, true will manifest divinely in the material world. Until next time. Ilya C. Velho. P.S. The text I used as inspiration today comes from Matthew, chapter 1, in the Holy Bible.